the OET reading and listening papers, any of the 12 professions could come up. So watch this video where we show you vocabulary to learn for occupational therapy and help you pass the OET exam. Let's go! Hello, I'm Jo from Specialist Language Courses. We are OET Premium Preparation Providers, which means you are in the right place to pass your OET. Be sure to check out our website and see how we can help you pass your exam. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that bell so you're the first person to know every time we upload a new video. Let's go! What does occupational therapy involve? Here we have an extract from our course, Reach OETB. Read the text now to find out why someone might see an occupational therapist. We can see that occupational therapists deal with many things, including aiding mobility, eating, dressing and showering, as well as performing home and workplace assessments. They can also help a patient perform tasks following an injury. When you understand the scope of occupational therapy, it can help you in the reading and listening papers, where any of the 12 professions could come up. Here we have an extract taken from the NHS website, which gives us a good overview of how occupational therapists help people. And we can see that they help people with practical tasks. If someone is physically disabled, recovering from an illness or operation, have learning disabilities, have mental health problems, or are getting older. So it's important to become familiar with vocabulary relating to occupational therapy and what they do. Here we have an extract taken from the Royal College of Occupational Therapists. We can use text like this to develop our vocabulary. For example, here we can find loss or lack of physical, sensory, mental or communication function. Function as independently as possible. Participate in whatever activities are meaningful and important to them. Identifying and eliminating environmental barriers. Independence. Participation in normal daily life. Now you try. Here we have a text taken from Reach OETB about occupational therapy home assessment. What vocabulary relating to occupational therapy can you find? So we have activities of daily living, grab rails, toilet seat raisers, manual dexterity, adaptive utensils, home adaptation, a ramp, falls risk assessment, suggest ways to modify the house. So once you have identified vocabulary, it's good to be clear about the meaning and how it's used in context. Let's take a look. First, match these words to their definition. So we have activities of daily living. Basic activities of daily living, including showering, dressing, and mobilizing. Grab rails. Handles which provide support when standing in the shower or walking upstairs. Toilet seat raisers. Equipment which lessens the distance a person has to bend to sit on the toilet. Manual dexterity is the ability to make coordinated hand and finger movements to hold objects. Adaptive utensils. This is cutlery which has been modified so it is easier to use by a person who has a tremor. Home adaptation is changes made to a person's house to make everyday tasks easier. A ramp is a sloping surface instead of stairs, which is easier for people in wheelchairs to use. And falls risk assessment is used to find out if you have low, moderate or high risk of falling. Now look at how we could write some of this vocabulary in context. Due to the reduction in Mr. Smith's manual dexterity, it would be appreciated if you could provide any relevant aids to assist him in carrying out his activities of daily living as independently as possible. Reading about and researching occupational therapy can help you in the OET listening exam. Let's take a look. Being familiar with language for the different professions can help you keep your focus, and you can use transcripts from Listening A papers to help. So here we have the transcript of an extract from our course Reach OETB. What language relating to occupational therapy can you find? So we can find difficulties after the stroke, hold a knife and fork steady, modified utensils. We can also apply this to OET writing by thinking about why we would write to an occupational therapist. Let's have a look. Some possible reasons are to perform a home assessment to check for falls risk, supply grab rails used by patients who are unsteady, supply modified utensils used by patients after a stroke, to advise on reducing falls risks in the home, or to perform a workplace assessment. We can then think about what relevant information for an occupational therapist would be. For example, information about a disability or injury, any information to support a home assessment for supply of equipment, rehabilitation exercises or physiotherapy intervention, assessment of ADLs, and workplace and job duties for a workplace assessment. In preparation for your exam, it's a good idea to write example sentences or requests that you could be expected to write if you have a letter to an occupational therapist. Look at these extracts from case notes. How could you express them in an OET letter? So for the first one, you could say, Mr. Green has been left with a left-sided hemiplegia and will be assisted by a district nurse for ADLs after discharge. It would be appreciated if you could carry out a full home assessment for the supply of equipment and any home adaptation if required. And for the second extract, it would be appreciated if you could perform a workplace assessment and advise on any necessary alterations to job duties for Mr. Khan. Top tips for occupational therapy. Understand the scope of the profession. This will help you to feel confident for the listening, writing and reading subtests. Read extensively. Use official pages to use the text to improve your vocabulary relating to occupational therapy. Learn common vocabulary and practice using what you are learning. Think about how you may encounter this in the exam and prepare so you feel confident. So what vocabulary did you learn about occupational therapy today? Let me know your favourite word in the comments below. Don't forget to check out our website. We've got the perfect OET preparation course for you. And if you want to watch more videos like this, click on the information icon at the top. See you next time. Bye. Don't forget to check out our website and see how we can help you pass your OET. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I said don't forget twice. Okay. Don't forget to check out our website and see. So it's a good idea to In preparation for your exam, it's a good idea to write example sentences or requests that you might write if you get a letter. Much better.